Hello everyone, I am Saksham Sharma, former TCS HR and recruiter and founder of Careerkunj. Friends, TCS have launched its MBA hiring for the batch of 2026. I have already made a video about it a few days back, and in this video, I have got so many queries in the last video, and in this video, I will cover all the queries that we have got. And the most common ones, I have picked a few which students were asking repeatedly so that you can get their answer in detail. But for the ones who are watching this video for the first time, TCS have launched MBA hiring for 26 batch for all the MBA streams except HR. So all of you should apply for it. It's open for all. It's off-campus hiring, and then the last date is 11th Feb. So apply before it is too late. You can be of any background, in graduation, but if you are an MBA passing out in the year 2026, a full-time degree, then you are eligible. Okay, so in this video, let's look at the common queries which students are asking about this hiring one by one. One thing is that all of you should, remember that you have to apply in the TCS Next Step portal till the last stage, which is application for the drive. So till the time you don't get this message on the screen, you have successfully applied for the TCS recruitment drive, you have not completely filled the application form. Okay, so the application forms is only completed when you apply for the drive, and you see this kind of screen. Okay, so many students, they simply register, they don't fill the application forms, and because of which they don't get the return down call, right? So if you want to get the return down call, you have to apply for the drive, and then you will be eligible to get the call. So you can track this in your status as well. When you will click on the track my application status, on the left you can see applied for the drive. Okay, so first registration, then application with all the details of education and other thing, and then you have to apply for the drive. So that is the last stage, and you have to fill your application form till then. Many students do this mistake that they don't apply for the drive, and then they face a problem later. Okay, sometimes this option is not available immediately. So once you have filled the application form, log out and log in again, I'm sure you will be able to see the this apply for drive option, right? Okay, now let's look at some queries that we have got. So I have taken some common queries. So let's start with the first one. So basically, in this query, the student is asking that he has registered in the past in 23 in BPS category. So basically, when you go to apply for the TCS MBA hiring, so you get two options for any TCS role you are applying. You get two options, IT and BPS. So this hiring is for IT. So you have to select IT. In case if you have selected BPS category, or you have already existing BPS profile of the past, then you need to get it deleted. Okay, so you have to write to the TCS BPS support email ID, which is shown in the screen. So you have to write it here. You have to request them to delete it. They will delete it, and then you would again you will be able to register in the IT category. So be mindful while registering that you have to select IT option, and if it is selected BPS by mistake, then get it deleted by writing them on this mail ID. Okay, so this is again same question that they have registered in BPS category, write to the email ID, get it deleted, and register again the IT category. Otherwise, you will not get the call. Okay, so this is very important. So these are some common mistakes. Let's avoid them. Next is about gap. So basically, the gap of 2 years, 24 months. So 2 years are 24 months. So gap of 24 months is allowed. So as long as the gap is 24 months, is less than 24 months or 24 months, you are eligible. If it is 25 months, 26 months, then round it off to 24 months so that it is not rejected by system. 1 2 months can be adjusted, but not beyond that. Okay, so if it is if your gap is less than 2 years, no need to worry at all. Okay, next. So this hiring is for 26 candidates, 2026 pass out candidates. 25 candidates cannot apply for this. 25 batch candidates, a drive has already happened last year. So this is for the 26 batch only. So all the 25 students batch, they are not eligible to apply. Okay, so this is something which are asked by many students. Next query is about the photo. The photo is not getting detected. So TCS have mentioned the photo guidelines that it should be in the white background. Okay. So if the photo is not getting detected, then click your photo in the white background, and I'm sure you it will be able to detect it. So take a shot in the white background and upload it. Next. All right. So this is a question about the role, like, what role you will get. So basically, there are two comments. Okay. One is asking, sir, I am from supply chain, what role I will get? The second was, what is the job role? So basically, this is, see, TCS is an IT company. So you are an MBA candidate. So this hiring is for techno-functional roles. So techno-functional roles are those roles in which you don't have to do coding. Okay, you have to do consulting, and you have to interact with the clients. You have to interact with the technical team, and it can be roles like business analyst or SAP consultant or pre-sales or project management officer. So this kind of roles are there, right? So basically, you come from any background: finance, marketing, operations, logistics, supply chain. It is independent of that. So it is not like that if you are in supply chain you will get a supply chain domain. No. So they are hiring MBA in general. Similarly, they do in engineering also, they hire engineers in general. Even they allow mechanical, civil, every engineering branch, and then later on they give them IT roles. So you will also get IT roles, but it will be techno function, so that you don't have to code, but you have to do a kind of consulting. Okay. But yes, what are the different rules from this hiring we have covered in detail in a podcast with Ravi Padmane, who is already working in TCS as a SAP consultant, and he was hired through this hiring only way back in 2018, right? So you can watch this podcast. I will share the link in the description box of this video. If you watch this, you will get all the roles understanding which are available for MBA students in IT industry. Okay, so do watch it if you are interested to know more about the roles. Second, all right, again the same question. So MBA 25 batch students are not allowed, only the MBA 26 batch, and that too, it should be an full-time course. It should not be an online MBA or distance education MBA. It should be a full-time MBA course. Okay, and even your graduation and 10 12 should be full-time. They don't allow IGNU or any other distance education or part-time or online courses. All right. Next, so what is the cutoff for the written exam? So cutoff always varies. Okay, it depends upon the number of candidates required. It depends upon the average candidate performance throughout, and likewise the cutoff is decided. So basically, I have already covered in the last video that the exam pattern for the written round will be, there will be 47 questions, 20 questions from aptitude reasoning, and 20 questions from business aptitude, and 70 questions, 7 questions from verbal ability, that will include mostly reading comprehension. So basically, the aptitude reasoning and verbal ability part is comparatively easier. The business aptitude is little difficult because all the MBA branch are included, so they are asking questions from all the streams. So there is no as such area which you can prepare and go. So they can ask you questions from operations, finance, marketing, logistics, supply chain, anywhere. So it is little difficult to score in business aptitude. But if you score well in aptitude, reasoning, and verbal ability section, you will still be able to clear the exam. Many students do like that only. So everybody finds business aptitude difficult, but yes, they clear the aptitude uh, and the verbal ability part with a good score, so still they get the call. Okay, and there is no negative marking, so you can also make a guess and you can use the elimination method. All right. So cutoff will vary, and how to prepare for aptitude reasoning, I am sure all of you have applied for CAT exam before taking admission in MBA. So revise those notes, because these are the same MBA, these are the same aptitude reasoning questions, and I think it will be sufficient for you to clear this exam. Next. All right, so this is again an important question, and I want to highlight here that MBA HR, this hiring is for techno function roles. MBA HR students, last time they have allowed, this time they are not allowing. I have checked it from TCS official source. This time they are not allowing MBA HR. If you have dual specialization in HR and something else, you can apply. but core MBA HR is not allowed. Okay, for MBA HR they do separate hiring, and it's a limited hiring known as pit stop hiring, which is already done in the month of December, and results are also out. Okay, so MBA HR student are not eligible for this hiring. Next, okay, so this is about the gap. So I have already mentioned the gap of 2 years is allowed. So if the gap is 4 years, they will not allow you. You are not eligible. Okay. Next, what is the package? So the package is 5.89, 5 lakhs 89,000 LPA. But for the tier 1 and tier 2 cities, it will be little more. So once they will join, they will get around 6.1 people around in Mumbai, and then tier 2 city will get around 6, and tier 3 will get around 5, same 5.89. Okay. But yeah, the initial offer will be of 5.89 only. Sir, I have 58% 10 standard. Am I eligible to apply? No. So TCS don't allow students, with less than 60% in MBA hiring. So even if you have 59.99, they will not allow you. So this is a strict criteria which they will follow, and they will not consider you. So if you don't have more than 60 in anywhere in 10th, 12th, graduation, post graduation, you will not be allowed to sit in the this hiring. Okay, similarly, backlog, I think one active backlog they are allowing. So one active backlog is okay. Active backlog is the backlog which is not cleared yet. If you have got backlog in the past and it is cleared, then it is not active. So active, one backlog is allowed. Okay. All right, so I think we have covered all the common queries. So mostly are about the eligibility criteria. So thank you so much, and stay tuned with us. We will be bringing more content about MBA hiring, and I am also planning to bring some last year students who have cleared MBA hiring, and are now working in TCS. Okay, so that you can understand from them how was their written down and how was their interview. Okay, so thank you so much, and do subscribe us and stay tuned. Thank you.